I'm Mark, and this is?
I'm David.
And we're going to introduce to you a simple sawdust stove, which works very well if you have sawdust available, and produces a high heat for cooking purposes, and burns for long periods, and is an alternative to charcoal and to firewood.
And it gives a little smoke.
Okay, so the design of this stove, sawdust stove, requires fire bricks. About 28 of these fire bricks are needed. And then we also need some poles. And we can also use PVC pipes. And then for our burning material, we use dry sawdust. As we make this stove, we need to level the ground where we're going to make it, unless we're doing it on a cement surface. Just make it nice and level. And then we start building the stove. So we place the pole, which will be our vent later. And then we start stacking the bricks, 28 fire bricks. So another small stove that can be made, a sawdust stove, is just using a metal tin, and very simple, just to make a hole at the bottom of the tin, the size of the PVC pipe, which you're going to stick in there. At the top, you're going to make little holes in order just so that when you put your pot on there, there's ventilation. And you use the same method as you use for the others, the brick stove. Preparing this stove, we've made it, as you can see, to stabilize it, it is preferred to use cement so that the bricks don't fall apart. However, you can do it with just the bricks without the cement. So we've put the pipe underneath and on top the two pipes, and these will be our vent. And then we start adding sawdust to the stove and stamping it down. You have to keep the pipes stable and hold them while you're stamping, especially in the beginning, so that they don't come loose. It's compacted, very compacted. And this will burn for a long time. Remember, producing very high heat and little smoke. We remove the pipes very carefully so we don't cause the sides to collapse. Very important that we have airflow from the bottom right through to the top. If it collapses, then it won't burn. You can see it takes a bit of patience to light it, and one really needs to get used to lighting it.